is a quick overview of the CraftLine multi-log mold and the way it's currently made. This shows you the parts involved with the multi-log mold. It includes a base, a silicone liner that's cut to fit inside dimensions of the base. It has two sides and two end pieces. There are divider support pieces that are a 1/4 inch thick that go in each end that support the dividers. You'd have one divider for each chamber minus one. So this is a 5-chamber or 5-log mold. It has 4 dividers. 2 end supports have the 4 slots in it. Let me give you a quick overview of how a mold like this can go together. When assembling a CraftLine mold, or basically any SoapHutch mold, the sides and the end pieces have a top and a bottom. The bottoms outside of the pieces always have holes in it for the pry tool. The top outside edge has a round over so that you could tactily feel what is the top and the bottom. Basically, the slots are cut so that the end pieces and the side pieces fit tightly in the slots, to the point where pressure is sometimes required to assemble the pieces to get the press tight leak-proof fit that we get. There are a number of ways that you could assemble the mold. Some people like to use the base. It's a good idea to always have a solid counter surface to work on, because you will be pounding at it. Some people like to use the base upside down as a smooth surface to assemble theirs. You want to take a long side and an end piece with the holes both oriented downward and press one side into the end, and then press the other side again with the holes facing out into the slot, and then press the other end in place again with the holes facing downward. Now at this point, you would like the tops of the 4 corners to be perfectly flush, as well as the bottom surfaces. Once you've assembled the base, turn it over with your slots facing up and orient the sides so that they closely fit the slots in the bottom, and take a rubber mallet and gently tap along the tops of the sides and ends. And you could feel when you finally bottomed out each of the pieces. For one, again, the 4 corners should be flush. If you feel a little ridge there, that side isn't all the way down. Don't be afraid to hit these pieces rather stoutly. Pretend like you're tenderizing beef. Another thing you could do is turn it over and tap along the base, and you could tell from the sound when it becomes fully seated. Verify that the 4 corners are flush and place your silicone liner in the bottom. This is the base mold of a CraftLine multi-log mold. It is a slab mold in this configuration, and once you install the silicone liner that's in the bottom, it's basically ready to fill. For the multi-log molds, though, there are additional parts that are used to support the dividers. They are a 1/4 inch material that's set on the inside. Now, to prevent the liners from falling in while trying to insert, I provide little plastic clips that hold the 1/4 inch divider supports in place And at this point, in a multi-log configuration, if they were all the same batch, you could fill the slab mold now with the divider supports in place, and then once you've got it filled, simply place your dividers into the slots. And the mold is ready to go. At this point, you could remove the clips or leave them there until you're ready to unmold the soap. To unmold the multi-log mold, remove the clips that might be in place holding the divider supports in place. Take your pry tool and stick the pin in each one of the holes going around the mold, lifting it up a little bit at a time. Do not attempt to try to pull it all the way up, as it may caulk the sides and the base slots. Just go around, lifting it a little bit at a time until you have all four sides lifted out of the slots in the base. Chances are the soap is going to hold the four sides and the dividers all together, and you would basically be removing the whole assembly, including the slab, with one motion. At that point, you'd be able to peel the silicone off the bottom and then take the various components away from the soap, exposing each log, remove the ends, and it would come apart that way.